Hey Virgo, let's see what's going on in your love life. This is a tarot love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and for any of you lovely cross-watchers dealing with a Virgo romantically. Now, please keep in mind it is a general reading, Virgo, so it may or may not resonate, and you're always welcome to take what works and leave the rest. Just a quick reminder that if you would like to get a personal reading from me, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. So we're going to jump right into it today, Virgo, and we're going to see what could be coming toward you in love. First message coming out today for my lovely Virgo, we have got Judgment. So that's a very interesting energy. Judgment is a very, very powerful card, Virgo. So there's a couple of different ways that we can look at it. The Judgment card is about connecting with your higher purpose, really figuring out what you want and what you're looking for in a relationship. Some of you might be involved with somebody right now and you're trying to figure out, are we compatible in the long term? So you're trying to figure out, like, who is the best match for me? What do I want in love? Now, the other thing here with the Judgment card is that it can be a card of forgiveness and second chances, Virgo. So there might even be some sort of situation right now involving your love life where maybe somebody is asking for a second chance. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now. Four of Swords. I do think you could be in a period of separation between you and somebody. This to me is giving very big vibes of taking space to figure out what each of you want. I think right now, if you're connecting with the energy today, Virgo, you're probably in a little bit of a limbo with whoever you're dealing with romantically. I think the two of you kind of like stepped back a little bit from the connection, and it kind of feels like you're trying to figure out, where do we go next? Are we staying together? Are we not? You could be feeling a bit exhausted here with that Four of Swords. Maybe there's been some back and forth. Maybe there's been some issues. And now you're kind of in this weird place in the relationship where it's like, where do we go from here? Maybe there's been something that happened between the two of you that kind of brought some sort of issue up, and now you need to figure out the implications for your relationship. Tell me more about what could be coming toward Virgo right now. The Hermit. Wow. Okay. Four of Swords and the Hermit both have very strong energy of needing to take time to figure out what you want. So like I said, this could be you, this could be your person, this could be both of you kind of taking the space that you need to realize what you want, right? Now, the thing is, it does look like there's some instability within the connection between you and this person. I do think that there's probably a bit of an emotional disconnect here, Virgo. And I do think that the Hermit is saying, which is your energy, by the way, the Hermit is Virgo energy. It's saying you got to give yourself some time and space to really think through what you want to do here, okay? This to me feels almost like a pivotal, groundbreaking moment within your connection where the two of you really have to make a decision about where the future lies, okay? And I feel like it's almost a bit of a make it or break it kind of energy too. Like, I think the truth is coming out with Judgment, like something has been revealed and now you have to kind of deal with the after effects of that and figure out what are the implications for your future together, all right? So very interesting energy today. Here's what we're gonna do for the rest of the reading. We're gonna look more at this person and we're gonna look more at you, Virgo. So we're gonna look at their overall energy, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking. I'm gonna look at the same thing for you, and then we're gonna look at the potential outcomes. So let's take a look at this person who Virgo is involved with. First card coming out today, the Nine of Swords. They are very anxious, very, very anxious and very up in their head, Virgo. The Nine of Swords is somebody who is really overthinking things and somebody who's having a lot of sleepless nights. So I think there's a lot of anxiety and a lot of doubt here with how your person is feeling. They're probably very stressed out about what's going on between the two of you. Tell me more about this person's energy right now. The Star. This is Aquarian energy. So I will say here, the Star card is about hope, healing, and optimism. This is suggesting to me, Virgo, that your person is hoping that there's a way for the two of you to heal whatever has happened. I think they're trying to stay hopeful about the future, but remember, we had the Nine of Swords as well. So it's like they're feeling super anxious, and when they feel really anxious, they try to remind themselves like, you know what, Virgo and I are gonna work it out, it's gonna be okay. I'm getting a little bit of a self-soothing type of energy here because your person's energy is quite anxious. But I do think the Star card indicates that they wanna work on things. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy right now, the King of Swords. They're probably going to be coming towards you because they want to talk. This is good. This is air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And the King of Swords is somebody who's a very good communicator. And so I think this is actually, it feels mature. It feels like this person recognizes that some shit went down between the two of you. It's stressing them out because they love you and they care about you. And I think the King of Swords indicates that they're starting to realize that a really important conversation needs to happen between the two of you right now. And they could be approaching you to initiate this conversation. Tell me what this person could be feeling right now. The Lovers, Gemini energy. They do love you, Virgo. But again, the Lovers card is about making a choice or decision. Like I said, for those of you who are resonating with the messages today, I really feel like you're at this make it or break it moment in your connection. It's like you're either going to move forward together and be really happy, or you're going to realize that it's not the right relationship and you're going to separate, okay? It's that kind of make it or break it energy. Tell me what else this person could be feeling, please. Okay. Holy shit, the Tower. Okay. So if you're familiar with the tarot, you know that the Tower is a very, very big energy. It's a huge shakeup, and this is showing up in your person's feelings, Virgo. Here's what I'm going to say. I think they're emotionally devastated by what is going on between the two of you. Like, I think they are really, really, really upset about whatever has happened here. I think that they're very unhappy that it got to this point. You know, maybe the two of you, I don't know, you had a conversation, things were said, it didn't go the way that each of you had expected. And now both of you are kind of in this emotional turmoil, and I think your person is like devastated. I get the sense here that they are really, really upset about whatever happened from the perspective of like not wanting to lose you, you know? And I also feel like the Tower is such an unexpected energy that it almost feels a little bit to me, Virgo, like maybe the two of you were fine, you know, things were moving along, things were good, and then something completely unexpected came out of left field. And now it's put you in this like kind of crazy place in your relationship where you thought it was fine, but now the two of you are deciding, do we even have a future together? It's that kind of a big energy. Tell me what else this person could be feeling, please. The Seven of Cups, yeah. And it's led to an incredible amount of confusion. I think your person's looking at this and they're like, I don't even know what's going to happen. I think they genuinely don't know how this is going to play out. And that's why they're scared, Virgo. That's why they're in that Nine of Swords, because my intuitive sense here is that they don't want to lose you, but they know that shit went down. And now they're like, I don't even know how this is going to play out. And they're overthinking it. They're trying to put themselves in your shoes. They're trying to figure out what you're feeling, what you're thinking. They're obviously feeling really anxious. And I think it's just a bit of a mess. And your person's emotions are all over the place and they're feeling just very confused and uncertain about what's going to happen. I feel a lot of emotional pain. Like my heart definitely goes out to this person, Virgo. So let's see what actions they could be taking. The Knight of Pentacles. So this is earth energy. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. So you could be dealing with a fellow earth sign romantically. I think they want to rebuild, okay? I do think they want to be with you. And the Knight of Pentacles says, look, we don't have to rush anything. Let's take the time to really make sure that our foundation is solid. So I could see your person taking action towards you right now, Virgo, and being like, look, I know a lot just came up for us, but I still want to be with you and I still love you. So let's really work on things. Like I could see this being your person saying to you, like, let's work on things. Let's put in the effort, the initiative. Let's invest in each other. And let's really make our relationship strong. I think that's what your person wants. Tell me what other actions they could be taking. The Devil, okay? That's interesting. So the Devil card tends to show up when there's been something toxic or unhealthy that impacted the dynamic. So now I'm like, what did go down between the two of you? Because it looks like your person is trying to address something that has become like a toxic or unhealthy issue between the two of you. So maybe something came to light. Maybe that's the issue, right? Like something came to light and now your person's like trying to take accountability for it. Maybe they did something unhealthy. Maybe there was something toxic that happened between the two of you. I think your person is really actively trying to take steps here to address that. Tell me more about what actions they could be taking. The Nine of Pentacles. Part of what they're doing, Virgo, is also working on themselves, which I think is really important. The Nine of Pentacles tends to be somebody who is working on their self-esteem and really just like working to become a better person. And I do really feel, I gotta say, okay, I get a very genuine energy from your person. I know some shit may have gone sideways between the two of you, but I do feel a lot of genuine and pure love that they have for you, okay? And I feel like they're also realizing through this process of whatever's been going on between the two of you that maybe they also need to do some work on themselves to become a better person. And I see them doing that, Virgo, because the Nine of Pentacles is showing up in their actions. So if there's things that you've said to them where you're like, I would need this to change, I would need this to be different, I need you to work on this, I think they're more than willing to do it, okay? I do strongly feel that this person is motivated to want to fix things with you. Like, if there's an opportunity for the two of you to be together, they're going to take it. That's what I see. So let's look at you. Tell me about Virgo's energy right now, please. Eight of Wands. Quick moving energy, and it tends to connect with communication. I think both of you want to talk, actually. It kind of feels to me like maybe you're going to take a bit of space from each other with the Four of Swords and the Hermit, and both of you are going to, take a little bit of a step back, clear your heads, think about what you want, and then you're going to come together and have a conversation. And I think both of you want to have this conversation. Tell me more, please, about Virgo's energy right now. The Eight of Swords, yeah. I mean, your person had the Nine of Swords in their overall energy, and you've got the Eight of Swords. I think both of you are pretty stressed out about this, Virgo. Like I said, my sense is that things were good, and then something just completely unexpected happened, and it's really just messed things up for you guys, and now you have to deal with it. But both of you are definitely stressed and scared about what's going to happen for your relationship. Tell me more about Virgo's energy right now, please. And then the Ten of Wands, yeah. You're definitely feeling stressed by this. You're feeling weighed down. It doesn't feel good. It feels yucky. It feels heavy. There's emotional baggage here. It's really weighing on your mind. I don't know if this helps you at all, Virgo, but this is going to sound weird, but bear with me. Like, I feel like you're both suffering, and you're probably like, okay, why would that be a good thing? The thing that I'm picking up on here is that you're both upset about what happened, right? Like, if something happened between the two of you and one person didn't care at all, I feel like that would be very telling, right? But the fact that both of you seem to be so emotionally distressed by whatever happened here, it tells me there's a lot of love, right? Because if we didn't care about somebody, we wouldn't really care what happened, right? And I feel like both of you are just upset about what went down between the two of you because there's this love here and this connection. So tell me what Virgo could be feeling right now, please. Ace of Pentacles. I kind of feel like you're hoping for a fresh start. I think you're hoping for a way forward. Tell me more about what Virgo could be feeling, please. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. I think you're also invested in making this work, okay? So I do think both of you want to make it work if you can. Like I said, the Judgment card is also about compatibility, right? So it's like, if you're going to choose to invest in this connection, I do think you have to do it from the place of knowing that you're investing in something that you do see a long-term future with, okay? So it's like, I see you being very willing to put in the effort. So it's like, you guys just have to make sure that you're heading in the same direction. Tell me what else Virgo could be feeling right now, please. And then the Five of Cups, yeah. I mean, this is not surprising to me. Obviously, you're very disappointed about what's gone down between the two of you. I don't know, you guys, like, definitely feel free to leave me a comment because I'm kind of curious what this is, but it's almost feeling like a bit of an unexpected deal breaker could have come up for some of you, right? Like, you thought you were kind of on the same page about something, but you never really had a conversation about it. And then something happened that kind of forced you to have that conversation. And then you realized maybe we're not on the same page as much as we thought in this one area, but then there's all these other areas of the relationship that are amazing. And so I think there's a big part of you that's like, shit, like, what do we do with this, right? Like, can we work through this? Is there a compromise? Is there a middle ground? Or, is it really over? You know what I mean? And, like I said earlier with Judgment as well, it could be that your person did something to disappoint you too, because Judgment is about forgiveness and second chances. So maybe they also did something that hurt you, and now you're having to reevaluate if they're the one you want to be with. So tell me what actions Virgo could be taking. Seven of Wands. I think this is an interesting energy. I think you have something important to say. The Seven of Wands is about standing your ground and speaking your truth and not backing down. And I kind of feel like the tarot is saying, whatever you're feeling, whatever you need to say, it's important, Virgo. So don't back down, right? Like whatever this issue is between the two of you, because I think there's a lot of love, there might be a tendency to want to brush it under the rug and not deal with it. And I feel like the tarot is like, don't do that, because if you brush it under the rug, the issue is going to come up again at some point. So this is the time for you to really speak your truth about what you're experiencing. And then, like I said, then you guys can figure out what you want to do. What other actions could Virgo be taking? The Four of Wands. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Four of Wands is about trying to decide, do we have a future together? Tell me more about what actions Virgo could be taking. And the Fool. This is interesting, you guys. Like, I'm very curious to see how this plays out, because there is energy here to suggest a fresh start, right? A do-over. Now, the interesting thing is, like, it could be between the two of you, right? Like having a fresh start and committing to each other. But I also feel like it could also indicate moving in a different direction. Like if that underlying compatibility isn't there, this might be a hard pill to swallow. It might be one of those moments where you're like, I love you, but I've got to let you go. Like I'm kind of getting a 50-50 on this, Virgo, where it's like half of you might work this out, and then half of you, as much as you love each other, might realize there's a fundamental incompatibility here. There is going to be a new beginning, whether it's a fresh start with them or a new beginning in a different direction. But it's kind of hard. I don't know. I feel like it could go 50-50. So let's see what the potential outcome is here. What is the potential outcome? Queen of Cups. Water energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like this is just confirming that the two of you really love each other. So I do see that love in the outcome. I'm going to pull two more cards, Virgo. Tell me what the potential outcome is. Six of Pentacles. Let's get one more card, please, about the potential outcome. Ten of Swords. You could make it work, okay? You could. The Queen of Cups to me says there's a lot of love, which quite honestly, I think I've been saying to you the whole reading. So the Queen of Cups is just confirming my sense that the two of you really do love each other. Now, the Six of Pentacles is about bringing a situation back into balance, and the Ten of Swords is about moving past the hard moments in your relationship, finding a way to get past them. And so, like I said, because there is such a foundation of love that I feel here, I do think if there's a will, there's a way, okay? I think both of you will do anything that you can to try to find a way forward. Now, at the end of the day, you need to figure out, is there a future here, right? Like, and I think the tarot is saying, like, make sure you're having those hard conversations. Make sure you're asking those questions to figure out if there is a future here. But I think that both of you are motivated here. Both of you are motivated to make it work. So there is the potential for the love to grow even deeper with the Queen of Cups, for the situation to be brought into balance, and for you guys to move past this tough moment in your relationship. So the potential is definitely there. Obviously, you're going to just have to look at your unique situation. And I think the big thing here is compatibility and not lying to yourself, right? Like, if there is a fundamental incompatibility that has been brought up and introduced into the relationship, I think the reading is saying you need to really look at that and really think about it in terms of the relationship's potential in the long term, okay? I think for some of you, when you look at it, you're going to realize you can overcome it and be together. But I do think for some of you, as much as you might want to make it work, you might have to be brutally honest with yourselves about whether or not you truly are on the same page with what you desire moving forward. So a bit of a heavy energy today, you guys. I'm going to leave it there. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. If you'd like to get a personal reading, I do offer those through Etsy, and the link is in the description box below the video. Of course, I wish you so much love and happiness, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.